Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming to our press conference. As you're probably aware, we're introducing our new men's basketball coach today. First up will be Bill Himmelberg, who chaired the search committee. Then we're going to hear from Dr. McAllister, and finally the man you're actually here to see, Anthony Owens. So, Bill, you're up first.
Good morning. This is an exciting time for the University of Great Falls Athletics, in particular the men's basketball program. Before I introduce our coach, I want to take a moment to thank our search committee members. That committee included players from our current team, Stacy Eve, our CFO, Jim Croft, our faculty athletic representative, our entire coaching staff, and of course President McAllister. The committee did a great job in making sure that we got the right candidate to move our program forward as we move into the future. We had over 150 candidates to consider, and we are really pleased that 3 of our finalists were alumni of the University of Great Falls. The fact that we had so many qualified candidates that have come from our university speaks well of the job our faculty and staff have done in preparing our graduates for their future endeavors. The men's basketball program has a rich history of success dating back to 3 Frontier Conference championships in the 1980s, and more recently with a record over the last 3 years of 56 and 37, finishing toward the top of the Frontier Conference. Now it is time for our men's program to start a new era of success for the Frontier Conference with championships in the Frontier Conference as well as national tournament appearances. To lead our program into the future, we are happy to introduce Anthony Owens. Anthony was clearly a top choice of the search committee at every point during the search process. He has been an assistant at Portland State for the last 5 years. He has been an assistant at Eastern Arizona College as well as the College of Eastern Utah, giving him strong recruiting ties to the West as well as Montana. Anthony is an alumnus of the University of Great Falls and will bring a clear understanding of what it takes to be successful, not only in the Frontier Conference, but at the University of Great Falls. Anthony comes highly recommended from several coaches, and some of the comments that were made to me during the search were, Anthony is all about putting the kids in a position to succeed both on and off the court. He really wants student athletes to have a great college experience and get their degree and have a successful life after basketball. Anthony does a great job of evaluating talent, and his ability to develop relationships during recruiting is unparalleled. He has a good understanding of how to get kids to play hard. He understands and teaches the fundamentals very well. I have no doubt about Anthony is going to lead our university to new heights in the men's basketball program. It is with great pleasure that I announce Anthony Owens as our new men's basketball coach. And I would like to take a moment to thank everybody involved with the search. And Gene McAllister is going to be up next and have a few words. Thank you. Gene?
Thank you, Bill, for doing such a great job on the search. The best universities are places of traditions, values, and purpose. That's why I'm especially pleased Anthony Owens is coming home to the University of Great Falls. Anthony embodies so many of the values and dreams of our university community. And by coming back, Anthony not only offers wonderful prospects for our men's basketball program, but promises to help young men pursue meaningful and purposeful life. Just like all of our coaches, Anthony is going to be much more than an X and an O's kind of guy. He's going to be a mentor, a guide, and an example. I remember meeting Anthony and his mother 11 years ago when they drove to Great Falls, Montana, from Fort Smith, Arkansas, to join the University of Great Falls. Anthony and his remarkable mother, a single mom of 3, were a team committed to Anthony earning a college degree, the first in his family to do so. That must have been quite a drive, Anthony. During his time at our university, Anthony distinguished himself on the court and off the court. He earned the respect and affection of his fellow students, professors, and staff by the way he conducted himself. Ask those who know Anthony to describe him, and they use words like character, respect, gracious. And Anthony earned his bachelor's degree in psychology. After a very short stint as a beekeeper in Wyoming, Anthony embarked on a career as a college basketball coach. He's been very successful on the fast track as an assistant coach at Division I level. But Anthony always wanted to come home to the community that helped him, and we're so glad to welcome him back. For the second time, Anthony has chosen us, and we have chosen Anthony, for reasons far deeper than basketball. Anthony has a reputation as a recruiter, always important in college basketball, but we're going to ask Anthony to do a special kind of recruiting. To recruit young men who value a great education, young men who will immerse themselves in our university community and will touch others' lives, young men who will leave here with wonderful dreams and ambitions, young men who follow a vocation. In short, we want Anthony to recruit young men just like himself. Welcome home, Anthony. We're glad you're back.
Thank you all for coming out. I'm really excited, a little nervous. First head coaching gig. I've been, kind of busting my hump a little bit trying to get to this point, and now that it's here, I can't even believe it. It's like President McAllister said 11 years ago, I wouldn't have never, ever thought that I'd be in this situation. I never thought I'd have my bachelor's degree. All I thought was basketball was the only thing that was in life. And I think for me, becoming a head coach now is something that I'm going to instill in my players of understanding that there's more to life than just basketball. Basketball, at some point in time, the air goes out of the ball, and you got to have a backup plan. And fortunate for me, I was able to mature here and grow here and get my degree here and kind of run off with that. And now, I'm a head coach here. So, I want to instill the same things into my players, and as President McAllister said, character is the #1 thing that I'm going to be looking forward to bringing guys into here. If they don't have character, you can't play for me. Because I think that at the end of the day, to win, not just on the court, but in life, you got to have the character. And if you don't have that, you're not going to be very successful. Do I have questions or?
How much recruiting did you do at Portland State? Were you a top recruiter, and what do you see as being your recruiting system?
Well, I did a lot. I did a ton of recruiting at Portland State. That was my main attribute as far as I went all over the place. I went junior college, high school. If they needed me to go, I was gone, and that's one of the. I guess that's kind of where I've gotten a reputation of being a good recruiter, is because I'll do whatever, whenever, however I need to do it, within legal means to get things done. So I go after guys. Again, I try to go after good character kids, because I think talent at the end of the day, you can be as talented as you want to be, but if guys aren't character-wise, it just doesn't work out, and we found that out a couple years ago at Portland State. So, but yes, I was one of the top recruiters there, and looking forward to doing it here also.
Anthony, do you intend on recruiting Montana?
The way I wanted to run my program, I'm going to recruit who fits our program. I plan on recruiting Montana, Idaho, Washington, all the western states along with the southern states. So, I'm not going to X out Montana or any other state. I think I'm going to recruit to what we need, and if I feel guys can play for us or be developed to play for us, I'm going to recruit them. So yes, I'm going to recruit Montana.
When do you start?
I'll probably start, my official start date will probably be, I started Monday, but my official start date will be probably August 20th. I'll probably be moved down, living situation, all that stuff. I'll probably have that all taken care of and settled in, and hopefully have 2 or 3 more guys signed and have our team put together by, I'm hoping by the 20th, no later than the 25th.
Much of what you said. Got anybody?
I have a young gentleman who actually played he played 2 years for Coach Haskins at UTEP, and then he played NAIA, went overseas, and he's at a Division II right now. He's about 36 years old, and so he's going to be out here. I got to get him his paperwork and all that stuff so he can get through the background check, and he's about like myself, and that's what I really liked about him is the coach that he works for right now. I talk to almost every day, and I mean he vouched for this guy every single day. He's relentless as far as recruiting. He's kind of a volunteer right now, and he's working off his own dime. So, you know, he's a lot like I was when I was trying to get into the business, and he'll do anything, go anywhere, and he has contacts down in Georgia and down in the South. So excited to get him out here, and then also Melvin Williams will be on staff also, and he's from Philadelphia, and he'll have some contacts out there. So we're going to get him get his feet in the water also. Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith is the other gentleman, and he's 6'7", so he's a little bit taller, and he'll be able to go in and bang with our post players. So excited about that, so I don't have to do that. Yes, sir.
What's going to be your first message to the current players?
Well, my first message is going to be, again, off the court issues as far as that stuff goes, and responsibility, accountability. You know, I think that we have a few seniors, I think 4 or 5 seniors, and there's no reason that those guys shouldn't hold themselves accountable. They shouldn't hold the new guys accountable, and that's going to be my first message to those guys is, in order for us to be successful, and everyone always wants to win. It's the easiest word to say, I want to win. But in order to do that, you got to hold yourself accountable first and foremost, you know. And I'm relying on those guys to hold themselves accountable and hold our newcomers accountable. So that's the first message I want to relay over is accountability and responsibility.
You know about this league, you know how hard it is to win in this league. When you played here, we're not overly successful. The last few years have made great strides. What do you think has to happen in order for University of Great Falls to become a consistent contender for championships?
Well, I think it's on the right path right now. You know, I'm not coming in to reinvent the wheel. I think for me, I got to recruit. Like I said, I want to build a program. I got to recruit the guys that I like. I got to recruit high school guys that I can develop for 4 years, along with bringing in a mix of junior college guys and transfers. But I think for me, I got to bring in the kind of guys that I like, the kind that the school that represents the school in the right way. And I think that'll take care of itself. You know, I'm not coming in saying I'm going to win the conference championship right away and doing all that. One of the things that I will say is my guys will compete and we'll work hard every night and hopefully be in every single ball game. But I can't, you know, it'll be more of building it up to that than saying I'm coming in and just going to dominate the conference or anything like that. I'm not saying that by any means.
So how long do you think that'll take?
But I will say, I think with the guys we have and like I said, I've been on it. The minute that I heard the job was open, I started recruiting. I started finding out about this kid, that kid. And so, trust me, I plan on bringing in some talented guys, some good character guys at the same time, and having a chance to compete this year. Because I think for the seniors especially, those guys, I've followed the program since I've been gone. Silsby was one of my, I played for Silsby. He's one of the good friends that I talk to a lot. And so, you know, I know these guys deserve it. And I'm gonna, trust me, I'm gonna get the best team I can put out there and the most competitive team. And I'm gonna work my butt off to make sure that we're competitive. So, not trying to take steps back. Definitely going to try to take steps forward, but I think to get to where I want to be, I got to recruit guys that I like and that helps the program move forward.
What style of basketball are you going to bring? What's going to be your philosophy?
You know, right now, because we have a very small team, you know, I'm still working on that. I want to play up tempo. I want to be able to pick up 94 feet, not necessarily pressing the whole game and doing all that. But I do, this year I'm going to have to evaluate that and kind of do what's best for the team. So, I'm going to make adjustments based on what we have, not what I want to do, because a lot of times that's where you are unsuccessful. I'm going to come in. I've already watched some film on our guys. And again, with the guys that I end up bringing in, or we end up bringing in, it's going to be a lot of what we end up getting and how they gel with our guys now. And that will kind of determine of what we'll end up doing in the long run. So, not going to change up a whole lot from last year, though. I mean, there is a different style that I want to do, but also know that, I'm coming in new and these guys have been here. So, it's going to be on me to kind of sit down and see what we can be most successful in.
Yeah, Scott and Tom and Blake, if you want him for one-on-ones, that's fine. And then I guess, is there anything else you want to say, Anthony?
That's it. I'm proud to be home, and I want to thank you guys and thank the committee for believing in me. And I'm going to, like I said, I've already started. I'm going to bust my butt to make sure that I don't prove you guys wrong. So thanks again for coming out, and excited to work with you guys and excited to get into the community and start working with the community and get our players involved in the community more and make this great Falls team and not just UGF's team.